Welcome to Evalve Out Loud. I'm Chris Sanzeri. This is where I think out loud about AI in education. What's working, what isn't, what I'm building, what I'm seeing in the field, what I'm trying to figure out this week. Some of it lands, some of it doesn't. And honestly, that's kind of the whole point of this show. Let's get into it. This is episode 2. What teachers actually need from AI. For the past 3 years, I've created and experiments with AI and have launched AI tools of educators with an intent to make the tool usable, accessible, and repeatable. And that comes for me, it has come in the form of prompts and understanding, creating a prompt and replicating that prompt again and again. It has come in the form of custom GPTs and items, right? Localizing models to running automations to processing and analyzing data. What I've found out and what I've gained in my experience designing and writing the tools is that simplicity is always at its best, right? We don't need the next flashy, teachers don't need the next flashy, hardy model to give them everything they need, right? Teachers need AI. Teachers need AI to save them 15 minutes. Teachers need AI to advance their work that they're already doing, speed it up, make it quick, create more time, right? And the opportunity that's there for me is adapting instruction. I've created prompts that teachers have used where they can where we can upload frameworks, and the prompt can then generate sequences of lessons that align to that curriculum framework and alignment, looking at those essential questions, those enduring understandings, and having a detailed understanding, breaking down the standards into bite-sized learning objectives and learning targets, right? To create assessments, both formative and summative within that curriculum framework that are aligned to those learning objectives, that are aligned to the standards, that are applied at a higher order of thinking, that require that analysis level of thinking. You can accomplish all of that with a simple line of prompt, the simple prompting sequence. And that can be replicated again and again. We don't need to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars for yearly subscriptions to this AI tool or that AI tool that's geared and marketed for education. All you need is one intelligent AI model that all of your district staff have access to, and your district administration to collaborate, workshop, and design what needs to be in a lesson plan, how it needs to be in there, what parameters we're putting around how far the reach is, what decodables, what source of library materials are we going to. It can be tight, it can be as loose or as tight it needs to be. We can create student profiles aligned to core features of programs, core features of curriculum. We can describe levels of students and what those look like, how they respond, how they communicate. We can generalize all of that. We can put general descriptors in. We can create a custom GPT that teachers can refer to, and they can use that to adapt lessons. I put parameters around those custom GPTs where require any additional purchasing of materials so it doesn't go off the deep end and recommend a book that's not available or a resource that we don't have in the district, right? Put those constraints on it. An hour, 15-minute to 20-minute brainstorm session team, right? To answer that question of what do we want it to do? What is going to save us the most time, right? That's the first step. Where are we going to save ourselves the most time? What do we want to do at that time, right? Anything. I think if we get our profession and we look at opportunities for less time needed to plan, more time instructing students, less time that's quote unquote expected outside, our profession has more of an expectation of you will be working at home at night. You will be working, right? If we can gain back an hour a day of planning, 15 minutes a day over a week, so our teachers can have a better work-life balance, so your teachers can have a better work-life balance, that's a win. You're going to have happier employees, happier teachers that aren't going to be grading papers all the time, that aren't going to be planning to the next design, the next instruction. Those are the tools that win. Those are the tools that are going to be picked again and again. The ones that are saving our teachers the time. And I think when you look at AI, I look at some of the AI that's embedded into different websites and what their capabilities are. Not just large models, but different AI models that are already embedded into systems. The ones that are going to be used, the ones that are going to be used after they've done it for the first time, used again and again after that, are the ones that are the simplest to use. They're not overcomplicated. They don't require extensive back and forth. It's you upload, you document, you give it a query, and you get the result. That's in that, right? That is the AI model and tools that we need to be using. The ones that our teachers need in their hands daily, with them, next to them, as a partner, as a tool. I like to think of this analogy as growing up in a construction household. When work needs to be done, get something built. What are you grabbing first? Are you grabbing the hammer, or are you grabbing the DeWalt cordless framing nail gun that requires you to charge, to plug in, to load up nails, get it all set up so then you can move quicker through building your house? Or are you just going to grab that hammer and you're going to start framing out that house? It's the simplicity in the AI tools. Those are the ones that our teachers are going to use. Those are the ones that we want to get into our teachers' hands. Simple. They give you results. They give you the same results every time. That's what I do with Evalve, right? Those are the systems that we design. Those are the AI models that we design. We take those locally, open sourced models. We implement them in a safe, secure environment for your district, owned by your district, created, fine-tuned, developed, prompted, parameters developed by your district. To use to save you time, to use to save yourself time, to use to save teachers time. That's what we do at Evalve. Let's get out loud. Let's start talking about the things that frustrate us. And let's start making things better.
All right, that's it for this one. If something here landed, share it with someone who gets something out of it. If it didn't, hey, it's part of the deal too. You can find more of what I'm working on at evalveconsulting.com. Book a call if you want to talk through what you're dealing with. Talk to you later.